Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And this carries into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Middle. Let's get off the field. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No foul. Check 24. Check 24.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Conner. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
James Conner.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, 37 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Leonard Fournette. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Buccaneers, nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 69 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Levante Davis.
This is Samuels. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A 3-yard loss on
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away.
Chris Boswell.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go play action here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield, and got his man, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 88 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Braid taking it in. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
On for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Mickens to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive
rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 85 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Don't try my patience.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain. Down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 30 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3 and out.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
first and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Counter. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
They call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run it. This is Counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing on first down. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Bucs' 18-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, a run with Connor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At the 16-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Samuels. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, 3. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it'll be Connor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run with McFarland. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 75 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time,